Hi, it's me again with Corel Tips and Tricks. Somebody emailed me and looking for a graphic designer to help her design things uh, for like Christmas ornaments. And this is the example they sent me, and there's nothing wrong with it, with the exception of a couple of things, like that bell is out of focus and kind of blah. The package is pretty clear, but it's a little fuzzy. And I think that's going to show up. The train is really pretty good. The coffee cup, she's added vector, and it looks really good with the exception of the shadow and a couple other little problems. So just in a few minutes, I got a better bell. I got a different gift, but it's a lot sharper. And I took away the shadow, which isn't really that big a deal. And for the one I'm doing it for, I don't understand the red line unless you just let that by mistake. So I just went to the internet and typed in Christmas gift red and white. Now, the key is when you go to images, go to tools, and when you do that, you get right here and you go large. And then that package was the very first one. So it's the largest one. And I just right click and I copy the image and I go to Corel, and I'm going to show you how big it is. When I right click and paste it, look how big it is. It covers up everything. So I just took that package and it's pretty sharp, but there's a couple of tricks on this one. You can see how the bounding box is. I'm going to make a duplicate of it and nudge it over. Matter of fact, I'm going to nudge it over a little bit more because the bounding box is so big. You don't want the bounding box in the way. I'm going to go to Trace Bitmap, Outline, Trace Clipart. Now, the reason I decided to do the video on this one is it's a little bit different than normal. So if we look and we take our, where I'm still going to get the bounding box. Let me move that out of the way quite a bit. And we take and this is going to irritate me if the file comes through like it does from her computer. She draws in black. I draw in this. So you need to change that. That's really easily changed. Then I'm just going to take this, but see what I got now? I got some inside lines where the trace went inside that white matter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to get rid of that gray matter or that matter, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I normally do, because normally I would just get the outside. I'm going to get my 3-point curve line, and I'm going to go from right there to right there. And even though I'm using my 3-point curve line, it's a straight line basically. If you don't move it and you just click it. Now, there are some edges. We really want the inside. So I'm going to take my Virtual Sigma delete key. Whoop. Make sure you don't delete any of the outside. So I'm going to delete anything that's on the inside. Make sure you get it all. And while it's still in this mode, the trace is pretty rough. So I'm going to get my smoothing tool. And not terribly too big, but click on it till the nodes come up, and then just run past it really quick. And what I'm doing is straightening out these rough and a lot of nodes. I'm not worried about that up top because that's on the outside basically. Now I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool and fill that in. And the whole time I've done this, I've nudged and not moved. So I can nudge it right back on top of that package. Now the bounding box is quite large, so when you do this, make sure you get 2 items, because you make sure you get the bounding box. And look how much better. Now this is a neater package, and it's got some things on it you could add. You evidently know how to do stuff, so you could just see how fuzzy that is. And she's going to be UV printing. And then you would just take that and insert that gift. I mean, look how much sharper it is. That's going to print a lot better. The bell, you know, this bell is really kind of tarnished and might just print out a little darker and kind of blah and black. So I made the bell like that. It's a little bit different than normal. You can see the bounding box. I'm going to make a duplicate. I'm going to take that one and can go up to trace bitmap, outline trace, clip art. And it doesn't trace real well. Well, that time it traced a lot better. I was hoping it wouldn't. There's some missing parts, but we're going to go with this and see what happens. We're going to take a rectangle. That would bug me to no end. And see, we've lost some of the stuff. So I'm kind of glad it did it, because the gray matter is just kind of blended in. So I'm going to take my 3-point curve line, and the best thing to do here is don't go too far, so you can kind of get a curve, and don't worry about right now that it's we're going to have sharp points where they're joining. And if you got a little bit of a curve, I'm going to have to zoom in. If you got a little bit of a curve, just do a little bit of curve. And then go all the way down to there. Okay. Now we've already got a bounding box around it. So I'm going to move my lines, but I'm going to move my box around it, because then I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, and I've got some leaks. Almost thought I would. That line right there didn't match up when I did it, but easily take the shape tool, and I'm going to actually move this one just like to there. Now let's see if all the other ones are good. No leak. So now I can go up to my original. Make sure you select pretty far out, so you see I'm only getting one. Well, I got both objects. I must have cut out some of the bounding box. And then go to intersect. And look how much sharper my bell is compared to theirs. Now there's some problems we can fix, and you can fix them after the fact. You know, get the shape tool and just kind of move that node around. You know, kind of make it look rounder. And you can actually see when you start getting some objects that aren't there, and then just take it and reduce it in size and replace it with your other bell. And I mean, just look at the difference between the two bells. That's, to me, is the way kind of find good clip art. That, to me, is going to really, I don't know anything about UV printing, but that is going to look a lot better. That doesn't even look as good as the original. Yeah, I guess it is. I just didn't zoom in. Now, the coffee cup isn't that big a deal. See how I took away the shadow, and she has a shadow. The shadows, there's nothing wrong with the shadow, but I thought if we're going to do this, let's see the bounding box. So I'm going to make a duplicate, move it over. I'm going to go ahead and see now this, she's kind of vectorized because it's a group of 4 objects. So I'm going to go and convert it to a bitmap, and then probably CMYK that you're going to print. And then I can go to trace bitmap and trace outline, trace and clip art. Now it's got that black shadow became really dark, but I can take it, and I am not by any means a graphic artist. They would probably do this completely different, but I'm going to ungroup it and then get rid of this black. Now it might get rid of some of the handle, but no big deal. We're not worried about it. I'm going to get rid of that little part. You know, try to kind of clean it up. I can get rid of that right there. And it got rid of some of the handle, but I'm not worried about it because I'm going to take my 3-point curve line. And I'm going to go from here to here and give a little bit of a curve. Now we need to do the inside too. So I'm actually going to go from there to there, and we can change this quite a bit. Let's see, let's look on the bottom real quick. Yeah, everything's okay. So take a rectangle, take away the fill, and the bounding box from this one is going to interfere, so I'm going to nudge it out of the way. And the bounding box from that one's going to interfere. So now I'm going to take my Smart Fills tool, and it doesn't matter what color you use. But on this one, you need to hit that and move it down, and then hit this and move it down. Then fill that in, and you got your cup. And then I'm just nudging. So I'm going to select both items. Okay. That is the intersect tool is not working. So I've got to, let's try ungrouping them. Nope, intersect tool didn't work. It just worked. So I feel for sure there's something. Let me take this cup. And see, even though I don't really need that, I don't want to get rid of it. There we go. It was just a bad. Look at the difference between the two cups. Let me move it. Well, I nudged it up. Well, the coffee cup we can just move back in this. Well, I missed the graphic because I'd ungrouped that one. And see, there's a little bit of gray, but we can fix that. The picture is still there. We can delete some. Well, don't want to actually hit the arrow key instead of delete. And then, play with your handles. It's probably easier sometimes to move 2 nodes at a time. And once we get most of this done, see, that's not going to even really affect it because it was nothing. Just kind of get rid of some of that gray matter. And then the last, get the smoothing tool. It's not too bad a shape. But see how I rounded off that handle? Now you could get rid of that gray matter down there that is either part of the picture or not with the shape tool. Whoop. I'm going to right click and turn that in to a cusp. And by a cusp, it'll only remove one side at a time. And you could, depending on what you want to do, you could spend a lot of time on it or not. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about the text. Looks a little fuzzy. But you can replace that. I don't think we can ungroup it because it's, nope. Break the bitmark. Nope, we don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in that. I must have done something different. It's fuzzy. So I'm almost kind of glad that came up. So there's the good text. Let me group that together, Control G. Let's see if we can't fix this. You know what? I don't like my videos being that long. Let me make another part 2, on how we can, to make sure I can do it. But anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit, and thank you for watching.